Hi friends, in this video I would like to explain some multiple choice questions based on fuzzy sets. So coming to first question, which property doesn't hold good in fuzzy sets? Okay, in fuzzy set and classical sets there are some properties which are identical but only one property which is not identical. That means fuzzy sets may not hold good, they definitely hold good for only one law, that is called excluded middle law. Excluded middle law, and that is called A union A bar is equal to capital X if it is a classical set. Okay, if it is a classical set it would be like this: A union A bar is equal to capital X. But if it is a fuzzy set it's not equal. Similarly, for classical sets, A intersection A bar is equal to 5. Okay, coming to fuzzy sets, A intersection A bar is not equal to 5. Why? Now we will see this part. So if you can see, by using Venn diagrams we can solve these 2 points, this one and this one. So let me take the first one. Yeah, this is the x and this is mu of x, that is membership value. Okay, the maximum membership value is 1. For example, if A is from one point to reach some maximum point like this, and this is A, so obviously A is running from minus infinity to plus infinity also. Okay, but from minus infinity to up to this point, let me take this point as x1. Up to this point its value is 0, like this. After that it is having some value and it has reached maximum membership value, and then it is reducing and it is finally coming like this. So at point x2 it will be like this. Okay, now I want to change this to, this is my A, fuzzy set A. Now I want to convert this into A bar. Yeah, as we know, mu of A bar of x is equal to 1 minus mu A of x. Okay, so with this, from minus infinity to x1, A value is 0. So if I substitute here it will be 1. Okay, A bar value will be 1. So now I am drawing A bar with red color. You just see it is from minus infinity to x1, its value will be 1. After that, from x1 to some point between x1 and x2, its value is constantly increasing. So if it is 1 minus some, that value means it is constantly reducing and it is reaching 0. Let me take this point as x3. At x3 A value will be 1, so 1 minus 1 is equal to 0, so A bar value will be 0. So similarly it is like this. At x2 the value of A is 0, so the value of A bar will be 1. Okay, this one. Now we can see both 1 and 2 simultaneously. Yes, so A union A bar is not equal to capital X. So what is union? So we can say this is mu of A union B is equal to maximum value of, or mu A of x comma mu B of x. So this is the formula of x. Okay, according to this formula, now B is equal to A bar. Okay, according to this I need to see the green color and red color, and which one is the maximum value I need to take that. Okay, now I will take the same. You just observe, from minus infinity the maximum value would be from A bar, that is 1 up to x1. After that, still up to some point between x1 and x3, red color is dominating. After that green color is high value. After that again green color is high value. Later it is again for red, this one. So these are the maximum values out of A and A bar. Okay, if you can see here, capital X means, which is equal to mu of X is equal to 1. That means maximum membership value. So this is the value, maximum membership value. If it is completely covered, that means if it is a straight line completely, then I can say that A union A bar is equal to capital X. But it is not completely covered and this part is remaining. You can see this part is remaining. That's why I cannot say that A union A bar is equal to capital X. So this law doesn't hold good. That's why we need to write like this. A union A bar is not equal to capital X. Okay, so the answer would be excluded middle law. Excluded middle law for particular thing. So specifically this above one is called excluded middle, law of excluded middle. Similarly, the below one is called law of contradiction. Contradiction. Okay, this is also very easy. I will explain you why A intersection A bar is not equal to 5. Coming to A intersection A bar, the formula would be same. If it is intersection, it should be minimum. So we need to identify the minimum out of these two. Okay, mu A of X and mu A bar of X. So I need to see the green color one and red color one. Which one is minimum? I need to capture that. Now I am capturing from minus infinity to x1. I have minimum value as A is my minimum value. After that green is minimum. After this point red will be the minimum. Again red will be the minimum. And again green will be minimum. And finally this is the thing. So what exactly we want? We want A intersection A bar should be equal to 5. We are checking this part. 5 means it should be 0. So this is 0. It should completely be 0. But from x1 to x3 it is not 0. From x3 to x2 also it is not 0. So that's why this is like this. So law of contradiction doesn't hold good in fuzzy sets. So combining these two laws we can call as excluded middle laws. Okay, so that's why the answer would be excluded middle law. Okay, let's move on to the next multiple choice question. Identify the membership value of super A union B. Okay, we have already just now we have discussed A union B. A union B, union means it should be maximum of mu A of X comma mu B of X. So you can see here, yeah, A and B maximum of mu A of X comma mu B of X. Yes, so it should be maximum. So the answer would be D. Okay, and it is not 1 minus maximum and 1 minus minimum, and it is not minimum also. Understood? So A union B is maximum. So answer would be D. Let's move on to the next problem. Obtain the Cartesian product of A 1 comma 2 A B A comma B comma C for B cross X. So for B cross X, sorry, B cross A, it would be equal to, yeah, it is of Cartesian product. So first element should be from B. Let me take A first. Second element should be from A. So 1. Similarly, let me take A first and the second element of A. And let me take B, first element of A. Let me take B, second element of A. And let me take C, first element of A. Let me take C and second element of A. This is the answer. Okay, if you can see, A should be at start, so this may be the answer, this may be the answer. And if you move on here to, I mean, the element from A is the first bit. Okay, so it is wrong. So obviously the answer would be A. Okay, let's move on to the next problem. Which of the following is not a part of fuzzy inference system? So fuzzy inference system, so if this is my fuzzy inference system, I have first fuzzification. So fuzzy inference system means the input of fuzzy inference system is crisp value and output of fuzzy inference system is also a crisp value. In between I need to convert those crisp values into fuzzified values. So for that I need to use fuzzification. Okay, this can be done by the data set of database of knowledge base. Okay, by using this block I can convert crisp values into fuzzy values, and based on these fuzzy values I can take the decision. This is called decision making block. Okay, by using the rule base of the knowledge base I can take the decision, and that decision will be in the form of fuzzy only. This is also fuzzy, this is also fuzzy in nature, and this should be again defuzzified by using same database of the knowledge base by using defuzzification. So this can be done in defuzzification block. So finally that fuzzified output is converted into crisp output. So this is called fuzzy inference system. Now tell me which is not a part of fuzzy inference system. Rule base, yes, it is a part of fuzzy inference system, and fuzzification, yes, it is a part of fuzzy inference system. Defuzzification, yes, it is a part of fuzzy inference system. But fuzzy logic control, here fuzzy logic control and fuzzy inference system both are same. Okay, now I can say that fuzzy logic control is not at all a part of fuzzy inference system, it is completely equal. Okay, so the answer would be fuzzy inference system. Okay, the answer would be fuzzy logic control. Let's move on to the next problem. Yeah, select the formula for weighted average method. So the first point is it may be either sigmas or integration, but not the both. So this is out, this is out, either this or this. If it is integral, then this will be either centroid method. Okay, this will be either centroid method or center of maximum, I mean largest area method. But for weighted average method it should be sigmas only, summation. Okay, it should be summation only. So this is the direct formula, you can directly remember this. Next, choose the following correct statement as per fuzzy sets are concerned. So it's very simple. A union B is equal to B union A. So this is correct one only. Okay, that means it should be equal to, but it has been given not equal, so this is not the answer. Next, A union A is not equal to A. So A union A is always equal to A. A intersection A is also equal to A. Okay, so here not equal to is given, so this is not the answer. We need to identify the correct statement. And coming to this part, A intersection A bar is equal to 5. Okay, A intersection A bar is equal to 5. So this is also not correct because A intersection A bar is not equal to 5. This part we have just now seen. So this is also incorrect statement. And A union A bar is not equal to X. This is the correct statement. That's what we have seen right now. So this is the correct statement. So answer would be D. And coming to seventh one, if capital S is a relation between two fuzzy sets A and B, and R is the relationship between B and C, if capital T is a composition, then correct answer from the following is. This is the thing. First we need to understand S is the relationship between A and B, and R is the relation between B and C. Okay, this I need to understand, and I want T. Okay, which is the composition obviously from S and R. So it is, so obviously it will be A comma B, this is B comma C. So obviously T should be in A comma C. First I need to understand T should be A comma C only. Okay, so T U mu T of A comma C, correct? Yeah, these two are out. Okay, only two are remaining, and it should be maximum of, okay, this is maximum symbol, maximum of B belongs to capital B, mu S of A comma B, yes, okay, S is related to A comma B, and sorry, and this is maximum and this is minimum mu R of B comma C. So this is the answer. Okay, A is the correct answer. Next, De Morgan's law is stated as, so obviously it should be A union B whole bar is equal to A bar intersection B bar. B is the answer. Right? That means if one is union, another one should be intersection. But here both are union, so this is not correct. Of course, these other things are also not correct. Let's move on to the next problem. Yeah, identify the identity property of the classical sets. So identity property, so we need to identify between two. That means two things should be different. If two things are same, then we can call it as idempotency. Okay, but not identity. So to make this law identity, we should definitely have two different sets. Okay, so this is not correct and this is also not correct. Here two different sets are there, here also two different sets are there. Now we can see which one is the correct one. A union capital X, so capital X is this one, this is capital X, and this is A. Now tell me, A union capital X, that means A and capital X union of these two should be capital X only. Okay, so this is the correct answer, and we will see this last one also. A union phi is equal to capital X. A is A, phi is phi, it's a null set, so definitely A should come but not X. Understood? So C is the answer. Let's move on to the next problem. Yeah, so what are the ranges of zeta and mu? So zeta is the, we can call it as membership value for classical sets. Let me call in this way, classical sets. So obviously classical sets means whether it is included within the set, then the membership value is 1. If it is not included, not belonging to that set, then we can take it as 0. Coming to mu, mu is fuzzy set membership function. So it may be 0, it may be any value, it may be 1 also. So it should be like this. So I can say that it is 0 to 1 and it is 0 or 1. So the answer would be D. Okay, so thank you so much. I will keep update some other problems also. So please please listen to my classes carefully. These are very important classes in fuzzy logic. And if you have any doubts, you can put it in the comment box so that I can reply here itself. Okay, thank you so much, and please stay tuned to my YouTube channel. I will definitely include very good problems on fuzzy logic. Thank you so much.